Yeah, I can hear footsteps. Let's go. Get in the car. Oh, God. Oh, nice, Baku. That's fun. I need to go through and, like, I don't know how better to say it, so I'm just going to say it as is. I need to go back and, like, beat this game, where I, like, sit down and try to do everything, like all the side quests and stuff. I thought about doing it for the marathon, but I'm, like, hilariously behind where I want to be with the marathon, so I'm trying to, like, not speed through it, right? We still did some side quests. We went over some of the stuff in the game. Like, I didn't want to, like, skip over shit, but we needed to move on, you know? So I didn't want to be on this game for hundreds of hours. We have not gotten Doom Train yet, no. We will, though. We'll get all the Guardian forces. So we'll do Eden. We'll get Doom Train. We'll have everything. We'll have everything, because that's all we're missing, right? Is Doom Train, Bahamut, and Eden, right? I think. What up, homie? There's too many of them. All right. A little dramatic. Poor man. He's been traumatized. But listen, join the club, all right? Like, who hasn't been traumatized? Grow up. Excuse me. Good, sorry. Oh, he's been traumatized. Big fucking deal. God. Hello. Oh, you don't want to talk? Millions of monsters falling from the sky. True. It's true. That's actually a fact. That's actually a fact. Are the monsters? Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, great. You're not what I'm looking for. Look at you, you're so cute. Look at the little guy. Look at you. Hello. Whee. What's this guy got? Oh, Jesus. Get out of here. Berserk, sure. Don't mind if I do. Berserk, my fastest party member. Good idea. I like the way you think. Wizard Stone's nice. Got HP plus 40. Is there anything else that Diablos wants to learn at this point? He should be pretty much done. Encounter half. Oh, HP plus 80. Nice. Yeah, we'll go there. Carbuncle should be fairly done here. We can do Vitality if we want to, but I'm just going to let that one go. Elemental Junction. Sure. Speed plus 20. Oh, Strength plus 20 as well. Yeah, both of those are better. What am I doing? I'm not getting all the things I need. Let's see. Evasion Junction, yep. Familiar, sure. Why? Oh, easier to buy rare items. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and Cuts is done. Okay. I imagine some of them are. Shiva's done as well. Ifrit's almost done as well. Tyrant's almost done. So that's the where the you remember when we were at the pet shop and they had like amnesia greens and stuff like that? That's where you can like unteach some abilities on your GFs. That's the whole purpose of that, is so that you can get rid of some of the redundant materials or redundant abilities and change them into other things, right? Into things that you actually want and or need. But need a couple of things to happen before that's actually a reality. You do have to get the item that you need to teach the ability, which is first and foremost. Ouch. You hurt me. Die. Fragment, thank you. Goodbye, sir. Go to sleep. No, just kidding. So unsurprisingly, this enemy has a ton of vitality. This is one of the enemies where the spell Meltdown comes in big handy. I will try my best, Archie, I promise. Hi-ya! 248. Ow. My feelings. Because it reduces their vitality to... Oh, now you want to put it to sleep, Selfie? Thank you. Ow. Counter. And if I deign that this is going too slow, which is getting to that point, we will just use meltdown. Although at this point it's almost gone. Don't touch me. Ouch. Ouch. Great job, Selfie. You did it. Excuse me. Whoop, whoop, pop. Yeah, there he goes. Ouch. I whipped it. I did it. I did it. Are you proud, Starchy? We did it. We whipped it. It's been whipped. It's been whipped real good. Good. Hog. There's another one. Look at the little guy. How could you hate a little face like that, honestly? Look at it. Poison powder. Venusaur's looking for that. Give it back. Doesn't belong to you. Something a little weird about Quistis whipping something that has its back turned. Don't like that. But not a good mental image. It's over. Is it over though? I mean, what's around? What's going on? Anything here? I don't see nothing. Seems pretty empty. Oop. Oh, a little bit, yeah. A little bit. Hey, that's not what we're looking for. Get out of here. Oh, wizard stones. Thank you. Never mind. You can stay. Oh, hey. Not that. Thank you. No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Yeah, I think they were imps. I forget the actual monster name. Ah! That's not what we're looking for. Hey, is anybody level 5? Not Selfie. Not Squall. Oh, hey, Quistis. That's unfortunate for you. So level 5 death knocks out everybody who is a multiple of level 5, which is unfortunate. The reason why this enemy is good to fight is for what you just saw. We stole some regen rings, and the regen rings, they refine into full lives. We might have to heal here. Yeah, actually, okay. Oh, I could have just casted life. Whoops. Get up, Quistis. Oh, hey. Hey, are you immune to the generator? Goodbye. I'll give you a hint. Most things are not immune to the generator. But yeah, so those regen rings you can life refine, or you can refine rather, using life. Which is this one? Yeah. Where's regen rings? Into full lives. So now we've got 5 of these, so we can refine all of them into 20 full lives. And you're gonna notice very quickly why we're doing that. Going back to Junction, going to Squall. And instead of Kiraga, let's just put our brand new full lives on there, right? I feel like that's a good idea. What's full life give us? Oh, 2,000 more HP. Oh, 2,600 more HP. Yay. Yay. As you can see, it also does a really high increase to Spirit as well. So there's a couple of options for full life where you can place it, but we're gonna put it on HP for now. And when I said we were going to be grinding, this is kind of what I meant. It's not necessarily grinding. We're just going to get a couple of regen rings. We got a couple of other item drops that we're looking for that we're going to be focusing on. Get everybody healed up here. 5,000 HP is plenty. You know what? It's fine. I'll just export the VOD. I just realized I didn't start recording. But I'll just export the VOD for this one. It's fine. This is a pretty laid back VOD anyways. It's gonna be a lot of fighting. Yeah, a lot of chatter, which is fine. You know, I actually had a question asked today that I thought was a very interesting question. I didn't actually know the answer to. So I wanted to ask you, that's the one I wanted to ask y'all. I wanted to ask you, oh, hold on, we're gonna be getting fights. I wanted to ask your feedback on specifically, and maybe we'll pause here and we'll ask. Someone asked on a person who's been watching our YouTube videos for a while. I won't say their name, just not, I don't want to make them embarrassed or anything, but like they asked a question, they commented on one of my old Scarlet and Violet VODs. And they asked, like, first they asked if it was a good VOD to watch because there's been a lot of like negative conversations around Scarlet and Violet, which is valid. Like a lot of the Pokemon community talked a lot of shit about Scarlet and Violet, even though they all bought the game and played it until the very end, including the DLC. But I digress. So like the negativity around Scarlet and Violet was massive over the last few years. And so like I definitely understand the concern, not wanting to get into a, you know, series of videos where I may have been doing the same exact thing, right? And then they asked like what I would recommend as like if there was one playlist on my YouTube channel that I would pick to share with a potential new viewer to watch the video and get an idea of like what our community is like and what I'm like as like a content creator. And like what that YouTube series would be. And I sat back and I thought about like what like the best option would be, where like the, you know, we had good banter back and forth, like the gameplay was good, I was engaged, we were having fun, you know what I mean? Like we've had a lot of fun on the channel and there's been a lot of really good YouTube series, a lot of good series in general. That even some of the ones that didn't even get to YouTube, unfortunately. The answer that I had immediately, which is so unfortunate because it's not on YouTube, was Neon White. And unfortunately, we're just never going to get that back. But because that game was crazy. That was super fun. But I actually don't know. I don't know what the answer would be. I don't know what the answer would be, but yeah, it's unfortunate, isn't it? That's why I was so upset when I emailed Twitch and I was just like, I have no idea why this is gone. I should have 60 days. And they're just like, nope, sorry, it was a mistake, but it's gone forever. And I'm just like, awesome, fantastic. That's cool. Like, great. And for the record, that's when I started local recording things because I don't trust them anymore. So not to mention the quality's better, which is the other thing. But you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry at this point. But yeah, the other like playlist on my channel, like there's been so much. So like my immediate thoughts past Neon White, I thought Earthbound was probably up there, right? I think Earthbound was a pretty fun playthrough. I think that also had like a lot of fun moments. And I think the Metal Gear series also had a couple of fun moments. There were some times where I was a bit more irritated, right? Like even in Metal Gear Solid 4, that last fight where it was just kind of like, you know, I have mentioned this before and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I hate when games add what is a unique combat to a critical point in the game. Right, the fuzzy pickles, yeah. So that one I think is a good shout. Earthbound specifically I think was a good shout. And then obviously if we had Neon White would be the answer. The rental randomizer's up there too though, honestly. It's gotten to the point where those videos were pretty good. There were a couple of videos in the rental randomizer series that were like not great in terms of like it was just me losing over and over again. It might have been great for everybody else involved, but for me, not some of my highest moments on the platform. We can put it that way. But I did enjoy most of the Metal Gear series so far. Outside of, again, some like brief moments. And when I say that about like the the one fight in Metal Gear Solid 4. That's just the most recent example. The fight against Rufus in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is another perfect example of a way to just break you out of the immersion or break you out of like what you're doing. And it's so frustrating to have that like taken away from you and just like now you have to like readjust. And like normally I find what's the word I'm looking for here? I enjoy the challenge for the most part. What I don't like is when it's like a complete change of how we've been playing the game and the combat up until that point. And that's where like I get irritated in the moment, right? This is why I paused this. I forgot how fucking long this game is. Almost done. But yeah, obviously, I'm not expecting anybody to have like an answer to that immediately because I still don't have an answer to it today. But if anybody has any thoughts or wants to noodle on it a little bit, and maybe you're thinking of something that I'm not thinking of. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's a great question. It's like I said, it's a great question. Well, nice, GG, Maya. I'm glad you finished it. I hope you enjoyed. We should probably just like hit this thing this time. Y'all want to see Cactar? Let's see Cactar. Ow. Don't care for the combat? That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's a pretty common complaint for Silent Hill, like, in general, right? I don't think any of the games have, like, particularly, like, groundbreaking combat. Get him, Cactar! Oh, it did 2,000 damage. That said 1,000 needles. It lied. Oop, missed the trigger. Ah, got him again. More star fragments. Nice. What do star fragments go into? Yeah, that's fair too, Maya. Yeah, that's fair too. And it's okay if you don't like it. It's all right. Everybody's gonna have their opinions on a video game, right? Like it's absolutely fine, especially with the subjective stuff like that with combat. Everybody's tastes are always gonna be a little bit different. So there's no reason to worry about that. Yeah, not that saying you were, but you're absolutely fine. Mighty Guard. I want Mighty Guard. Give me Mighty Guard, Mr. Iron Giant. Mr. Iron Giant, do you have to spell? Dang it. All right, I guess this is gonna take a little while longer. We'll turn on purple speed so we can get one in here. Ow, my face. I suppose I technically don't have to fight this. I could just run. We're probably at the point now where Selphie needs to have magic on instead of Guardian Force. I don't really see a need to summon Guardian Forces at this point in the game. Only cowards run? I mean, I don't know. Some smart people have ran. Our Mighty Guard is down. So is he. Let's go. Goodbye. Yeah, I'd like to think Forrest Gump's a pretty decent dude. you know, the fictional character, but hey, decent enough. Decent enough, you know? Only one, yeah. What's Phoenix Pinions do? Faragas, yeah, big deal. Big deal. So what? Who cares? Healing waters. These are just lives, right? Yeah, regens. We do need regen as well, but we'll worry about that later. We don't need deaths anymore. Star fragments. What do star fragments turn into? Why do I feel like I need star fragments for something? They're, my brain is telling me I need it. I just don't know. Oh, there's Meltdown at least. I just don't remember what it was for. That's support magic. It's not water. Tool, maybe? Meteor stones, that's why. Okay. I was like, my brain, I was just like, I know there's a reason for that. That's how you get meteors. I think their star fragments are used for a couple of ultimate weapons as well, but there was a reason why I felt like I needed more. We won't be farming all of the meteor stones tonight, but like, only one? Come on, Squall. Well, I guess, come on, Cat. Why do you only have one? Bio. That's rude. A real dick move. Only have one regen ring and then you fucking poison me. Just absolute disrespect, honestly. Gosh. I should probably, looking at this now, I should probably buy some status effect items. Or status healing items, rather. And let's get this done now, actually, before I forget. Go to ability, let's get rid of GF and do magic. Actually, what's treatment do? Remove abnormal status? Nah, we'll do magic. We'll do magic. Do I not like Irvine? No, you know what? No, I don't. I don't, no, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan. Irvine as a character in the game, in terms of like combat prowess, he's great. His ultimate, or his limit break is very good. Pulse ammo is one of the strongest attacking ways to attack in the game. So it's nothing wrong with like his battle prowess, but I dislike him as a human being, so I prefer to not use him. Kitty! That is not the person I would want confused. All right. We need to fix that. Oh, that hurt my soul. Oh my God, no. I don't even have confused, I don't have any confused disjunction drawn. Let me see if I can make them. Yeah, I can't be having that. Berserk. Bios. Oh, I'm maxed out on these anyways. Let's get some of these done here. I'll need this later anyways. Meltdown. Silence. Meltdown again, huh? For mystery fluid? Damn, I can't even make confuses. Blech. Blech. Damn. Well, that's fine. It is what it is. Here, let's do this now. No reason for those vampire fangs anyways. All right, do a couple more fights. And then we'll do a cutscene just to break the monotony up a bit. I will say, as a spectator of Silent Hill 2, and I won't spoil anything for the folks that are who haven't played it yet or who are waiting to play it. But as a spectator of Silent Hill 2 Remake, I did enjoy Silent Hill 2 Remake, I think, more than any other Silent Hill game I've ever watched. By, like, quite a margin. Which is nice. I know there was a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hesitation around the announcement that Bloober was going to be the ones like heading or steering the helm when it came to the development of the game, but it seems like they did a really good job. Hey, Zhangi! Oh, Irvine is very powerful. Yeah, very, very powerful. No arguments there at all. Yeah, he's definitely powerful. He's just a misogynistic pig. Yes, yes. The first trailer that they released was very underwhelming, to your point. And it wasn't until the individual like event that they held that they really like showed off what the game could be, in my opinion. Dammy, that's gonna hurt. Never mind. Used on my lowest HP party member. You fool. This is the real thing we need. We need to get enough full lives on everybody so we can upgrade our HP. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Which is good. They should. Right. Yeah, exactly. We agree. 100%. They took the constructive. This is the power of constructive criticism, which I think sometimes gets lost in the sauce on things like, you know, social media. Where like sometimes they're just like, well, yeah, well, we bitched and they listened. No, they listened to the people who actually had real constructive thoughts on the matter, not just the masses like yelling and screaming. Contrary to popular belief. I think the only time that people were outraged on the internet about something that they saw in media that it actually turned into something good was the design of Sonic the Hedgehog for the films. These guys are being bullies right now. Y'all need to chill. Oh, you know what? I could just draw confuses right here. We may as well. Just to make sure this doesn't happen anymore. Confuse is my least favorite status effect to be under, like to be under the influence of in all of Final Fantasy. I would rather be silenced. I would rather be blinded. I would rather be asleep. I'd rather be stoned with break. Like, watching my character willingly throw a Mega Elixir onto my opponent is not my idea of a fun time. I'm fine with Frog, yeah. Yeah, no, good with Stone too. Because those are both detrimental in combat ways, not in preparation ways. That Mega Elixir I could have used in the final fight, and I don't get to get it back. It's just gone, which is not cool. Oh, she's just like out of space. Okay. Here, cast break then. Are you done? Okay, cool. Come on. Here. Let's just get this done. I'm for sure. Get out. Holy. 319. Yeah, nice job. You got me. You got me. Dead Spirit, we got an imp card. Hey, it's also called an imp. That's actually pretty hilarious. I'm gonna be totally real. All right, let's junction in Confuse and Bio. As much as Usuna there is nice, just to have like a generic kind of percentage across is good. I'd rather be immune to confuse. And poison, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of poison either. What do we want to be immune to? Let's do ground and meteor is wind damage, right? Yeah. Could just do shell, honestly. Yeah, let's just do shell. It's fine. I wonder, can I haven't even looked at that, actually. Can I do any meteors right now? Thandaras, Dynamo Stones or Thundagas. These are tornadoes. No, I didn't think so. All right, and I'm not as affected, so. I drops. Oh, right. I always thought that was stupid, too. If I sort my items, I should sort them in battle, too. Right? It's cool that you can do it manually, right? Like, fun. But also, like, just auto-organize this. Like, do I really need to manually organize my items? Like, is this necessary? Let's move our heroes up too. There, that's fine. A couple more fights and then we're gonna move on. Well, actually, let's double check and see how many we need. Oh, I'm not walking in blind here. Regen rings. Oh, Selfie's out of space, right? Let's fix that now. Selfie. There we go. Let's get rid of the blizzards. Get rid of the blizzards. Let's get rid of thunders. The berserks can go. Float needs to stay. Fyra can go. Protect can go. Slow. I mean, slow can probably stay for now. We can get rid of triple. We've got Cerberus if we really need to do triple. I doubt it though. Holy and Flare need to stay. Bio and Confuse need to stay. Cure can go. Well, Float can go too. Yeah, me too. I understand the idea, right? But like, it's definitely annoying. It's annoying. Goes into tornadoes. We don't need those. Triples are fine. Sit there. Selfie. Arrows to tornadoes. Doubles to triples. She has triple junction, doesn't she? No, I got rid of the triples just now. And she's not using doubles yet because she doesn't have speed junction yet. Which she would want triples anyway. Let's just get rid of these. And she already has tornado max, so there's no reason for me to do this. And then Quistis. Tornadoes we don't need. Triples we don't need. Good. Irvine. Raga. Thundara. I mean, sure. Cell. Blazars. Blazagas. Doubles to triples. Fyras to Faragas. Okay. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alrighty. Keep moving. That's the only, like, really easy way. Because the reality is that the low-level spells you're not using anymore. The hard part is the status spells. Because the status spells you don't really want on until it's time to use them, right? Even for status junctioning. So it's tough to hold them in the inventory when you don't really need them. But then having to reorganize all that shit's just annoying. Yeah, that's fine. It's faster. Nice. As you can see, we're doing like pretty big damage now. That's the power of Meltdown. Meltdown has not been put back into the game since this game, to my knowledge. So, kind of shows how strong this spell was in Final Fantasy VIII. No, he's protected. Yeah. Yeah, I think they realized that maybe that was not a good spell to have in the game. I think we only need to fight one more of the corals. That is not it, regrettably. Our average level's still pretty low. Thanks for the wizard stuns, though. Come on, open up. Open up! I'll wait. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, oh, right. Just realized I did all that and then I didn't even bother junctioning the spells. How did I not get enough quakes? Didn't it say she was full? This game sometimes. Oh, right, because Quake is better than Kiraga, and that won't last. We only need 3 regen rings, I think. There we go. And then we're done. Arrow, oh no. With my luck, we'll end up stealing 2. Where else are you gonna find comedy on this side of Twitch, honestly? Like, it just kind of plays itself, you know what I mean? Like, things just happen sometimes. Where I just say things and then they immediately come to fruition, and you know, at least there's a laugh to be had. So there's something for that, I suppose. Oh, I didn't kill it. I really thought it would. Good lord. Yeah. Oh, really? Sure. Hit him with a homing laser. Why not? Go for it. There we go. All right, that takes care of the full lives. Life refine, go to regen rings, go to selfie, bam. And then auto attack, perfect. Go to her magic, because I did forget to rearrange it to attack. Let's do that for everybody, actually, while we're here. And you know what, while we're at it, let's double check and see how many pages they have open. He's got 4 spots open, which should be fine enough. Weesis has 2.5 pages, or 2 1/4, that's fine. And then Selfie has a page and 3/4, that's enough. 7 spots is enough. I don't think Squall needs more than 7 spots, we should be fine. Or 5 spots, rather. Oh, this is kind of satisfaction. Well, I know you said you couldn't steal, but could you? All right. Here's Mike, nice. All right. Let's double check the shop really quick and see what we're missing for, what? Be too cramped in there during battle? Oh. Means I was going the wrong way. Johnny shop. Oh, hi, Potion. Thanks, you. Thanks, Johnny. Raven Shale! Alright, what do we need? Dragon Fangs, Pulse Ammo, we already do that. Sure, guys. Dragon Skin and Fury Fragments. No, nothing there. Star Fragments was for Exeter. Also need Moonstones, which we'll be able to get in a minute. Hit the Queen. Sharp Spike Energy Crystals. We'll be able to get those soon. Hey! That one extra regen ring is all we needed. Thanks, game. Oh, hey. Cool. There you go, Sophie. All right, cool. Well, we got one. Next objective is over at the, we're going to see the president. Let's go say hi. We don't. Wonder if I can get, holy Braga. Nice break. Blair, full cure, holy, Braga, Lazaga, Kiraga, Line, Thanaga, Kira, Thanaga, Lazaga, Thanaga, Thandara. Come on. Full cure, come on. Squall's gonna knock it out with counterattacks if we don't hurry. Nope. Well, shit. Next time, then. Whee! Oh, I should save really quick so that way we don't lose all this progress. Oh no, Berserk. Berserk in this game specifically is probably one of the least threatening status effects in the entire game. Telling me that I must attack with an increased attack damage is not a threat. That is a blessing. That is a thank you. Thank you so much for thinking of me, Abin. Back attack. Not today, thanks. Oh, did I junction full life selfie? I sure did. Good deal. Was it here? Or does it spawn after the next section? No, it's gotta be after the next section then. Ow, ow. Oh god, I almost died. All right, so we need to move out of this spot. Let's not do that again. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, is it up here? You ain't it. You don't even have cure spells. Why are you even here? I'll find full cure in time. Can't do that. Thank you, selfie. Goodbye, friend. Yeah, right. Do like 2 more encounters here and then we'll move on. No. Okay. It's gotta be later. There's an enemy that you can fight here that's supposed to drop energy crystals. But I think it might not be until later. I might be trying to do this too early. Nope, I'm sure not. That's the one. That's the guy. Hello. First things first, we're gonna get some pains. So I was fighting in the wrong spot that whole fucking time. That's funny. Pain's just a status defense for a couple of fights that we might need it for. I may not even remember to junction it, if I'm being totally honest with you, but I'd rather have it than not. And then we're gonna draw a Holy as well. And then we're gonna try to mug some shit from this guy. Okay, done there. There. Done there, perfect. Holy. Mug the demon, that's right. Oh, I almost cast it on like 3 times there. This does make the draw system much more bearable, and that just tells you how unbearable the draw system is. Pardon me. Besides, it's good practice for Mario Party. Done, attack. So I think she might have Death Junction to her status. Yep. All right, don't attack with selfie. Whoops. So much for mugging the demon. Man, I'm still thinking about like what video series I would recommend to a new viewer on the on YouTube. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, she's really breaking my balls, to be honest with you. But that's my fault. That's what I get for auto junctioning. I'm just lazy. There we go. Welcome back. Oh my fucking god. Now! Odin! God damn it. Thanks to the energy crystals, I guess. Good lord. Anyway, so the reason why energy crystals are important, by the way, I think I mentioned this before, but in case I didn't, energy crystals specifically refine into pulse ammo as well. So these are the 2 things that you need to get Squall's ultimate weapon. You need energy crystals and you need pulse ammo. So that's why it's important to just get these now, because you can just get all this done right now. And again, pulse ammo is the best ammo in the game for Irvine. So, oh my goodness. Nope, not fighting you. Thank you, Odin. This is the one time I'm happy to see Odin. By the way, back to back, Odin. And thank you, Odin, for always consistently blowing out our eardrums. I really appreciate that. Yeah. God, I don't even remember which ability that is. Is it tool or is it item? No, it's tool, right? No. Am I missing it? Oh, Pokey Rogue? Yeah. I think I would probably recommend Emerald Rogue first. Oh, maybe I don't have it yet, Baku. Am I missing the... No. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't remember. But Emerald Rogue has more meat on the bone, right? I know the beginning of it was like a recorded series, but some people might like that. Wouldn't or wouldn't? Oh, whoa, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot. Squall, you are killing me. One singular job. Moonstone, there we go. Tell if we can get it now. Goodbye. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. All right, so that was the Moonstone that we needed. What else did we need? Oh. I should have just rolled this down. Do one more of these. I know I need more energy crystals than that, I'll tell you that for a fact. Nope. It's hilarious, by the way, that the one time I did not need Odin to show up was the time he showed up, because like, we've been fighting for a while and Odin had not showed up yet. And then he showed up in back-to-back fights. As if to say, sorry, my boss. Well, don't worry, Odin, you're about to get fired anyway, so. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, right, yeah, the Resident Evil 5 series was fun. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. The Soul Link. What the fuck? The Soul Link. Why didn't I think of that? Jesus. My brain. No, that's the actual answer. It's the Soul Link. I didn't even think about that. That entire series was great. Boop, boop. I need dragon fangs. Where do I get dragon fangs from? Dragons. There's a dragon island. I just don't remember where it's at. Right. So yeah, that's probably the real answer. I can't believe I forgot about it, to be honest with you. That's absolutely what I would tell somebody right off the rip. All right, let's see if I can remember where the let's see if I can remember where it's at. Nope. 0 for 1. Aha! It's one of these two. I don't remember which though. Welcome to the island closest to heaven. It's here that you can find things like the Ochu. Nothing here that we need. Get him, Selfie! Oh, it's immune to death. Hey, get out of here. Oh no, not that, not there. No, we're the island closest to heaven. I was very specific. Would you like to go to the island closest to hell? You don't have anything wrong, do you? Is it worse? We can find out. Water crystals, nice. By the way, this is where you do all of your late game training. It's a Malboro! Is that how you say the name? Malboro? That's not right? That seems right. Oh, hey, hey. Hey, guys. We're running. Hey, guys. Hey. Hey, we're leaving. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Nope, nope, that's not for us. On the sit and spin, that's right. She's also on this Asuna. Because that's not happening. Hello, Ochu. All right, I think it is on the island closest to hell. Because I don't need Ochu tentacles. We need the dragon fangs. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Hello, Ochu. Goodbye, Ochu. Goodbye, Ochu. But yes, there were 2 islands in this. There were 2 islands here. One, the island closest to heaven, the other, the island closest to hell, that had different spawns in them. I think the island closest to hell was down here somewhere. It wasn't this, right? No, this is just a little plot of land. This can't be it. What the hell is it? I forget. Not cheap. I don't actually remember where it's at. Is it off the island here? I thought this was Cactars. That's Cactars. Is this it? No. 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 Was it this little plot of land? No. Was it this little plot of land? No. Ah, gee. I remembered where one of them was. Isn't that good enough? Gosh. Was it this? No, it's not this. No, it's Longhorn Island. My heart's in the right place, though. That's all that matters. Maybe it was this little bit down here. This looks right. Yeah. And this is the island closest to hell, which I believe has the red dragons that I'm looking for. That's not the one. Hello. Dragon fin. That's almost a dragon fang. You know, I don't think we need the Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, dragon fin. Oh, star fragments. I think this is it. Die. Engage. Whee! You know, that's a fair point, Lundy. I apologize. You're right. No, those are Fury fragments. I need those too. That's not what I was looking for. You're not it either. Go away. No! Why are you on both islands? All right, round 2, try it again. There we go, it is that one. There, whatever. This has not been my day. I'm getting gaslit. Fucking Odin is ruining my day. It's been a day. All right. This has been a hell of a weekend for me. Let's put it that way. What the hell is Estar? God. The land. And for the record, by the way, for folks that might be watching this either here on Twitch or even the VOD on YouTube, if you're looking at this and go, man, this is the reason why I don't play JRPGs, like all this grinding, having to spend all this time, you deadass, you have to do 0 of this. You can beat this game with the first weapon you start with. You do not have to do this at all. This is mostly just for show more than anything else. Okay, so we do just need the adamantine then, perfect. Dragon skin, of course. Of course. Don't worry about that later. All right, so we do have adamantines. We just haven't gotten them yet. Yeah, you'd be surprised by actually. The weapons in this game don't hold as much of an impact as they do in other Final Fantasy games. They do still help, and they unlock certain abilities and certain limit breaks and stuff, which do help, right? So it's not useless in this game, but it's certainly not necessary by any stretch. It does, like I said, it does make things easier, but you can absolutely get this done without it. We need card mod. And we are going to say goodbye to our friend the Minotaur. Thank you, Minotaur. That doesn't get rid of the junction. That was just the card. No one panic. Minotaur's still here. Hey, Cheryl Star, do you have anything? No. Because now we get to go through and make the ultimate weapon for Squall, which is the Lion Heart. Oh my God, I forgot about that too. Have I even done that? I don't know that I have. Not on purpose, at least. I mean, I guess we can get Irvine's ultimate weapon. I guess. That's fine. Oh, sure, yeah, of course. I expected it would be. And then Force Armlets. Those are Force Armlets rare drops from the same enemy that does energy crystals? Or am I tripping? I think it is. But I'll deal with that later. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the grinding and stuff, I'll do offline, just so y'all don't have to sit here and watch the whole thing. I just wanted to showcase how you actually do it and what the process was. So it'd be fun to at least go through the process. And now what we're going to do is showcase Squall's ultimate weapon. After he counterattacks. All right, here we go. He didn't do it. All right, cool. So anyway, what it does is it gives Squall the chance to use the Lionheart follow-up attack. But it is, again, just a chance. It is not guaranteed. But that's the ultimate weapon. As you can see, it did not increase his damage by a massive amount, which is why I say it's like, again, it's good. Don't hear what I'm not saying. It is good, but it's not necessary. Not necessary. Yeah, I'm gonna do that offline because it's part of the getting what's her name's ultimate weapon as well, Quistis. So we'll get that done, and then I have to get a couple other things too. But I won't sit here and keep y'all hostage while I grind for, materials. I won't do Doom Train offline, obviously, but yeah. In this game specifically, yeah. Let's enter the palace. Let's go say hello. There we go. Yeah, but they look cool. This is terrible. Yeah, that's true. Hello? We're doing all that we can. Okay, I believe you. Was I not supposed to? I'm not supposed to be here yet, am I? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here yet. I was supposed to go get Renova first. Whoopsie doodle. Whoopsie doodle. Not bad. Not bad. Doing some grinding. Actually, the grinding's pretty much done at this point. All the rest of the stuff I'm going to do offline. But yeah, and that we got Squall's ultimate weapon. We got Selfie's ultimate weapon. We're working on Renoa's ultimate weapon as well. Yo! No, I agree with you, Maya. And it's one of those, it's difficult, right? Because there's so many of the Final Fantasy games, the older ones, where people could make a case for it needing, quote unquote, needing a remake, right? This is one of the games where there's a lot of mechanics in this game that are very, very dated, that even for Final Fantasy's sake, it doesn't hold up very well to the test of time, the draw system being one of them, right? Where it could be reimagined in a different way, right? That's one specific function, but like in that case then creatively, because it's easy to just give them magic, right? And say that they just have magic now, and maybe you get magic abilities from holding the Guardian Forces, and that's how they do it, right? And as Ifrit levels up, you're able to use stronger fire spells, and your stats changed based on the Guardian Forces you have junction. Maybe that's how they handle it. But from a creative standpoint, it's like, right, that's what I mean. And it's fine to have a full overhaul, but what do you do, right? Like, how do you overhaul it? What's the actual, because you have to remember that these people that create these games, I know it may not seem that way sometimes, but most of the folks who create video games are creating like art forms, right? And when they create these these themes that go along with the game, like the draw system, the junction system, remember the Guardian Force system in this game has merit, right? It's part of the plot. You may not like what it's part of, like that it's part of the plot, but it is part of the plot. So it is integral to like the story that they're trying to tell. So from a creative standpoint, they have to then take this Guardian Force system and put it into a modern era where like Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can just say the materia go in sword and then the sword make you go boom, right? And that still makes sense, right? It's very simple, it's very easy, it's intuitive. You can continue to utilize that system, right? So that's where I think Final Fantasy VIII runs into a hurdle. Most of the other stuff would be easily fixed, right? Because they have the experience, the knowledge, the hindsight, right? They can fix all of those things. But when it comes to the combat system and how they handled Guardian Forces, junctioning, the draw system, it would basically all have to be thrown out, but thrown out in the regard of like, reworked, right? Into a brand new system that would still make sense while still tying into the plot in a meaningful way. And they may just ignore that part altogether, but that does matter. And I think that's where like from the bigwigs, if you talk about like the C-suites, and this is me presuming at this point, right? But if you're talking about the C-suites that are trying to make money, it's very difficult to pitch an idea to them that is not one of the most popular Final Fantasy titles and remaking the entire system into something that people may not even like compared to the original. It's a very difficult conversation to have with people that are trying to that are looking at the bottom line versus the creative side of things. So from my perspective, I do believe that Final Fantasy IX is probably the more likely of the games to see a remake of the 3 PlayStation games. I'm not saying in general, but I do think that Final Fantasy IX is the more likely of the 3. But I do agree with you that Final Fantasy VIII Remade would probably do a better job of showcasing what this game is and how good the plot is, right? And I know this is kind of an adjacent example, but like Silent Hill 2 Remake is a perfect example of that, because Silent Hill 2, I had zero respect for that game as a spectator, because I genuinely did not care about that game, because the combat and the voice acting and just the game in general, it tore me out of the experience. I couldn't get into the plot because all of the things that I viewed as negative, which were all subjective, right? But all of the things that I viewed as negative took me out of the experience, and I didn't have fun with the plot by that point, because I was already at the point where I was just like, I had to unlock or walk through 50 locked doors to get to this 5-second cutscene that means nothing to me at this point. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't fucking care. I'm moving on, right? So like that's one where like they took the creative, they completely revamped what it was, and they turned it into something where the general public would be able to appreciate it. You're still gonna have the purists, just like with every remake, that are gonna be pissed off that it's not the same. But I had a point here. You understand where I'm going with this, right? Like that's what I think is the reality. First off, it has to please the C-suites and hit the bottom line, right? That's first and foremost. And second off, it has to be something that the creative minds behind the games, so like Nomura, etc., right? The people who were behind the games, whoever was actually behind Final Fantasy VIII, which I think it was Nomura, but the creative minds behind Final Fantasy VIII have to be able to step up and want to create something that resembles Final Fantasy VIII in 2020, in the 2020s, right? And Harley, I didn't mean to completely derail there, but I was on topic, sorry. But I hope you enjoy your new position. I hope it's good. I'm excited for you. Yeah, that's that Baku. Yeah, like how 16 did. I think that's a great idea. I do. I think that's a great idea. It's a simple enough system that allows you to go into what Final Fantasy 16 was trying to do, because Final Fantasy 16, as we've talked about before, left a lot on the table in terms of like combat in general that I think they could utilize and push into a Final Fantasy 8 remake. And you already have someone in Ben Starr who loves this fucking game specifically that would probably be very on board in voice acting a role for this game. It doesn't have to necessarily be Squall, right? But could voice a role in this game. And so like you already have some of the pieces there, right? From the combat perspective, from voice acting, like there's something there, right? Which is good. No, I agree, Baku. As far as like needing a remake, I don't think it needs a remake. What I said was when it's the most likely to be remade of the remaining PlayStation games. The reason why I say that is because there is a world where the C-suites at Square look at that game and see missed potential, right? Oh, Cypher would be great. But like Final Fantasy IX's ceiling was capped by Final Fantasy X. 100%. There were people who did not buy Final Fantasy IX because they waited for Final Fantasy X in the PlayStation 2. 100%. And so from that perspective, like there's a world where they see, because Final Fantasy IX is one of their better selling games too. It's not like it was a bad selling game. It did very, very well, right? From a business, even back in the early 2000s when or the late 2000s, well, early 2000s I meant, but late in 2000, early 2000s. It sold incredibly well for the video game industry. It sold incredibly well. But like Square probably looked at that and went, oh God, what if we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot? Like what would that have been? And so that's where I think like Final Fantasy IX has some potential to be a remake, so to speak. But they could remake that in the same way that they remade some other games, right? Where they just kind of gave it voice acting and made it like, it's more of a remaster, like a reimagining, right? And they kept all the other pieces intact. There's merit to that. And I think it would sell very well. We'll see, Baku. I mean, their remakes in general have been doing very well. And I think the only reason why their Final Fantasy VII series is doing less well is because of its exclusivity, right? Because right now, as we talked about before, right, that console is in, what was it? What did we say? It's what, 3 million copies we assumed it sold? I think it's what we were, because we don't have actual figures yet, do we? For Rebirth? Rebirth sales figures. Player data in April assumes around 2 million copies. Yeah, that was in April. Yeah, I mean, if it was 2 million copies, that is pretty low. If that's actually real, we won't know until Square actually releases the data, and that's why I don't like to speculate on that part of the conversation too much. But in terms of like whether it was a success or not, it's being compared directly to Final Fantasy 16, and that's the reason why but they view both of those games as failures, right? But both of those games, console exclusivity, shot them in the foot, 100%. 100%. It shot them in the foot. So I think if they go into part 3 and they let that game live on multiple consoles and not just PlayStation, whether it's PlayStation and PC, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox and PC, whatever, right? Whatever they need to do to get that into people's hands will definitely matter, right? It'll definitely matter. But I think leaving that on just PlayStation was a mistake. And truth be told, like it's all subjective at the end of the day, right? But Rebirth is one of the best Final Fantasy experiences I've had in a long time, like a long time. And I stand by that. Like, yeah, I agree. I don't get it either. It doesn't make much sense to me. I think that they found some like merit to having positive relationships with the consoles, right? And that's obviously changed over the course of the the last 5 years, let alone the last 2 decades, right? But like, the console wars don't really exist anymore, right? I don't think they ever existed in the first place, to be fair. But like, right? Yeah, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. The only people who are gonna buy the PlayStation 5 Pro are the pundits that like must have things at the highest fidelity as humanly possible, which is not very many people that game on PlayStation specifically, and content creators, right? Like if I was still working at my last job and I was still making 6 figures, right? I would have bought the PlayStation 5 Pro because it gives you guys a better experience, like a better viewing experience, right? That's the only reason I would have purchased it. It would not have been for me, it would have been just for stream, right? I have no interest because I play on graphic mode anyways. And the difference between this PS5 Pro's new performance mode and the graphical mode from a visual perspective is basically nothing. So from my perspective, I don't really care, right? I don't give a shit. I don't need it to run at 60 frames. I'm fine. Like, I'd rather view it in the way that the people, the artists making the game want me to see it. I'd rather see it that way. And I know that that's a very like minority opinion, right? I do, but that's how I view it. So that's the only reason I would have purchased it, though, is to make it so that I would give you all a better viewing experience, because I do recognize that the general public prefers the 60 frames per second, you know, plus also high fidelity. They want the best of all worlds, right? But yeah, I other than that though, like, and this is me like speaking like, right, that's fair. And there are some games that where if the FPS is bad, like, it's noticeable, right? There were parts in like the Pokemon series as an example, right, where the FPS was so bad it kind of ripped you away from the experience. Not that you're really like invested or engrossed in a Pokemon world necessarily, but you understand my point. There were some times where it would like pull you away from the experience, and it was almost that like you were looking at it and going, yeah, but at what cost? Like, what were you trying to do that justify that, right? To justify that change. And it was difficult then to be like, you know, oh, this is the reason why. This is exactly why we did this. And it's just like, you couldn't really see it from a, I forgot to use this fucking fast travel. This game's so good. I totally forgot you could fast travel in the airship, or you can just, it's not fast travel, it's auto travel, like it's autopilot, but still. All right, I saved right, let's walk in. But yeah, as we get into the plot point that I wanted to do here, just to wrap it up with a bow, yeah, no, I agree though. It's definitely something that's a comeuppance, and they themselves even said that they're going to start getting their games onto other consoles and onto other platforms to get it into other people's hands. So it's not like they're completely unaware of it at this point. I think they get it, but it's more of a, do they actually understand it, or are they just trying to you know, make sure they're cashing out as best they can? Then we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into the plot point here. I'm just turning on a light really quick because it's darker than shit in here. All right, here we go. You want to see your comrade off? I'll make an exception. Go ahead. Right now! What are you doing here? This is a restricted area. To do what I should have done earlier. I'll never know unless I do it. What are you talking about? I know what I want and what I have to do. There's still a chance. I'm not gonna look back. I'm taking Renoa with me. What? You must be joking. It's too late. Go get her, Squall. Renoa, hold on. I'll get you out in a sec. What am I supposed to do? Come on. The whips and chains. Squall, don't. I'm a sorceress. I don't care. Renoa, Squall. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That man. Who could that be? I've seen him before. I've heard those dot dot dots before. What's wrong, Renoa? I'm just a little embarrassed. Why? I was so set on staying in Estar. But then when you guys rescued me, it made me so happy, and no need to be embarrassed. Yeah, happy is good. Thanks, everybody. Squall, you're awfully quiet. What's up? I have a lot on my mind. As an expert Squall observer, he's thinking, what do we do now? Blah, blah, blah. If you think and worry too much, everything tends to turn bad. Squall, why don't we just picture a brighter future? Whatever. But seriously, what do we do from here? I'm not really sure, but don't we have to do something about that lunatic Pandora and Estar? After all, the Galbadians are controlling it. Which means Cypher's behind all this too, right? Cypher is Ultimisha's puppet. Yeah, and that Ultimisha. We can't let that sorceress from the future mess up our world. Let's go kick her ass. We're seeds. We're here to destroy sorceresses, right? Cell. Sorry. So Squall, where are we going? Can we go to the orphanage you guys were talking about in Trabia? That place is in shambles. There's nothing to see there. I want to stay away from places where there are lots of people. I'm a sorceress. If Ultimisha possesses me again, let's go. Head to Edia's house. Oh, well, say less. All we have to do is just click the button. Boop. Yeah, eat your heart out, Tesla. Oh, man. That 2 Final Fantasy streams in a row where I shed on Elon Musk? Whoopsie doodle. Oh, Angelo! The fuck? We don't have Renoa in the party? Get the hell out of here, Quistis. Respectfully. Respectfully. There we go. And now, because Squall has junctioned evasion, now he has a 20% chance of attacks just missing. They just miss. Puppy! Ooh. Hold on. I actually need to make sure that she's That reminded me that I haven't been taking good care of this. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're almost done. Just gotta walk around some more. This looks familiar. I don't get it. Get what? I never imagined you two would end up together. I mean, you guys are complete opposites. So I didn't think Renoa's straightforward approach would work. I'm glad I was wrong. What about you, Selfie? Oh, me? I just like being surrounded by lots of friends. Get fucked, Irvine. Sorry. What'll become of me? Don't worry about it. There have been many good sorceresses. Edea was one. You can be like her. But Edea still... I can't guarantee you anything either. If Ultimecia possesses me again... You saw me. She controlled me in outer space and made me break Adele's seal. What might happen next time? What will I end up doing? Will I end up fighting everyone? Scary thought, isn't it? Renoa, even if you end up as the world's enemy, I'll be your knight. If I fall under Ultimecia's control again, Seed will come kill me, right? And the leader of Seed is you, Squall. Squall's sword will pierce my heart. I guess it's okay if it's you, Squall. Nobody else. Squall, if that ever happens. That's enough. I'll never do anything like that. The sorceress I'm after is not you, Renoa. My enemy is the sorceress from the future, Ultimecia. Ultimecia lives in a future and possesses me. She uses my body as her extension in this world. How? How will you save me? I'll come up with something. There's got to be a way. Da-da-da-da-da. Don't worry, trust me. I trust you. Well, until you find a way, maybe I should stay in Estar at that memorial. Wouldn't that be better? No, that'd be pointless. I'll just end up going after you again. Renoa, just stay close to me. Oh, those words. What? That's what started everything. What are you talking about? You don't remember? Something I said? Oh, just forget it. No, it's because of the GF. That's why I forgot. That's just an excuse. Feeling better? Yeah. Can I tell you a story? I had a dream. It was a scary dream. We make a promise. We promise to see shooting stars together. I get dressed up and put on your ring. But the thing is, I can't remember where I'm supposed to meet you. I start to panic. I really want to see you, Squall, but I don't know where to go. I start running through the mountains, the deserts, the plain, through Timber, Balam, and Galbadia. When I realize I can't run any longer, I just want to see you so badly. So I scream, Squall, where are you? And then I woke up. I was crying. I'm sorry. You don't have to say anything. I just felt like I had to tell you. It was just a dream. It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it. I guess you're right. How about this? Yeah, I'll be here. Why? The reason why you couldn't find me was because we haven't promised yet. Promised? I'll be waiting for you. If you come here, you'll find me. I promise. I'll be here too. It's a promise. Thanks, Squall. Next time we'll meet for sure. Does everybody remember the opening of the game? Whoa! Sorry to interrupt, but it's an emergency. We got radio contact from Estar's presidential palace. They have a plan to defeat Ultimecia. They want to hire Seed to execute it. Might be a trap to get Renoa back in Estar. Oh, and the guy we spoke to, his name's Kiros. Could he be that Kiros? Kiros is in our Estar's presidential palace? He wants to hire us? All right, let's go. Squall, you're always looking for a loan with tears in your eyes. You okay? Squall! Oh, now you have something else to say? All right. There's something I must tell you. It is about me. Yes, I believe it was 13 years ago. This is when my story begins. I first became a sorceress when I was a child, and once again, 13 years ago. That day, right here I encountered a sorceress on the verge of death. I received her powers of my own will. That sorceress was an entity of fear for my children. I could not let her get to them, but this turned out to be the beginning of my painful story. At this very minute, my bitter story has ended, and now I understand there is an end, no matter how painful it may be. Therefore, Squall, you must fight to the end, even though it may bring tragedy to others. You might be wondering, well, what merit does that story have to tell at this point in the story? And the answer is, I don't fucking know. Boy, she sure said some words. But this is kind of where I mentioned at the beginning of the series, right? Where the game is definitely strong, and I love Final Fantasy VIII. Don't hear what I'm not saying. This is like my Final Fantasy junk food. But the end of this game has some word I'm looking for here. Holes. Or inconsistencies, I think is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, for sure. Which is unfortunate, but like it's a amalgamation of the same thing we were just talking about with like the Final Fantasy IX versus Final Fantasy X conversation, right? It's almost the exact reason why, right? Like they rush the end of this, then they, you know, have two different teams, one working on 9, one working on 10, then they have people from 9 move over to 10, and like, it's like, you know, it's a whole big mess. And this was a direct result of them trying to they released, remember, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, and Final Fantasy X within 4 years of each other, right? So when Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997, Final Fantasy X came out in 2001. Like, it was one of the very first games on the PlayStation 2. Not like one of the very first games, but like it was an early adopter of the PlayStation 2. And so like from that perspective, you're looking at it like, fuck, man, like they released 4, and remember that 7, 9, and 10 are 3 of Square's best-selling games, period, like in their entire library. But they also worked their employees must have been worked to the fucking bone. To get those 4 games out. The president is waiting. All right, here we go. Absolutely. Ward. Heroes. And that's probably... Y'all already know. What is up with this country? Oh, sure. Hey there. Been wanting to meet you guys. You guys are the ones who were inside my head, right? Elone told me. It was like there was some kind of waves running through my head. They gave us so much power during battle. We thought they were some kind of fairies flying over us. So, I'm Laguna. President Laguna Lawyer. Laguna of Estar. Pleased to meet you. If we weren't in a state of emergency, I'd talk to you some more, but, well, whatever, let's talk. What do you want to know? You'll never get going if President Laguna keeps talking. So why don't you guys throw out some questions and he'll try to answer them. Man, you look way too serious. Lior, yeah. Tell me about Rain. Rain story? Some other time, maybe. No, I can't. It's too much for me to remember. What are you doing here? You know what I've been doing all my life, right? You were a silly Galbadian soldier. I didn't like your attitude at all. But I understood the bond between the three of you. Then you changed after you went to Windhill. Then Alone was abducted by Estar and you went on a journey to get Alone back. You wrote articles and appeared in movies to get by. You were trying to find a way into Estar. You somehow got into Estar and rescued Alone. I got a lot of help along the way. What I don't understand is, why are you the president? Want to know? It's a long story. Let's hear it. You want to hear it? Really? Okay, I'll tell you. I only set out to rescue Alone, but of course that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country ruled by the sorceress Adele with the ingenious yet inhumane Odine. Both of them were interested in Alone. We couldn't just pack up and leave. Adele will be angry. My research will be kaput. Odine only thought about his research. But while researching under Adele's orders, he was still making many inventions. It was a device to seal magic, the sealing facility. Maybe Adele can be defeated. I owed a big favor to the Adele resistance who helped me rescue Alone. I spoke with my comrades. 2 issues came up. First, stopping the Crystal Pillar from calling monsters from the moon and destroying everything, like what happened in Centra. Second, freeing Estar from Adele's hands. We planned and planned, based on my brilliant ideas, of course. We're back in the Lunatic Pandora research facility. There's only one goal. Following Odine's instructions, we operated the panel and moved the Crystal Pillar. We set the course and the stop point in the ocean, and goodbye. Whoa! That was easy, but we were found out. So we gathered for a final battle to lure Adele. Adele appeared as we expected. What is going on? We hunted down the culprit who moved the Crystal Pillar. Where? Inside there. Alone's been taken hostage. I knew she would go in right away if I mentioned Alone. You thought I would fall for that trick? Adele realized that Alone was a hologram, but it was too late. Yeah, of course. My plans are always perfect. Hero Sword now! Piece of cake. Adele was careless. She may have been a sorceress, but after all, she was human. We succeeded, but we couldn't keep such a dangerous sorceress around as a trophy. We had to do something. So, we decided to send her far, far away. Someplace very far. Into outer space. And that about wraps that part up. But the real work began after that. Fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Adele was gone. Wasn't paying close attention while they made me up to be this hero of the revolution, and I ended up being the president. Odine made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone. It was a mistake to send Alone back to Rain. Alone back to Rain. Rain died, and Ellie was sent to the orphanage. If I had only gone to Windhill with Ellie, I would have been able to see Rain one last time. Rain was dead, Alone missing. My job kept me busy. I was left here thinking about this and that, and before I knew it, all this time had passed. Well, that's about it. So that's that story. Where's Alone? What the heck has he done with his life, don't you wonder? When Alone was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Estar. Estar soldiers came to Windhill and Ellie's parents resisted. They were killed on the spot. The massive hunt was to find the successor for Estar's ruler, Sorceress Adele. Alone was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her. Then there was another massive hunt for a successor in Estar again. Ellie was taken away, even though I was there. It's the most painful episode of my life. So I rescued her and sent her off to Windhill. Shortly after that, Rain died, and Alone was sent straight to an orphanage. Why didn't you just go back to Windhill with her? I wanted to, but I had my reasons. I found out about this afterward, but the reason why Alone had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power. Doc Odine wanted to do research on Alone's special power. He looked for her everywhere. The owners of the orphanage were Sid Kramer and his wife Edia. You know them better than I do. The Kramers took Ellie out of the orphanage to protect her. They prepared a big ship to accommodate her. Gracious of them, huh? After a while, the ship turned into another orphanage and Ellie started looked after all the kids. She said her life on the ship was a happy one, but who knows? I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. That ship was attacked by Galbadia recently. Astar's ship rescued them and she finally met up with me. It was pure luck that we found her. I was out in space at that time. Alone followed me out to space. Little Ellie was all grown up. Then she told me everything. Did she get back safely from space? Our escape pod rescue team was a little too late. Alone was taken into custody by Galbadia. She's inside Lunatic Pandora. We're gonna rescue her. Help us out, okay? Apollo, thanks for the 100 bits. Phew! Welcome on in. Ah, straight to the heart of the matter, just like a workaholic seed. Is it my turn? Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. I will talk however I want. Sorceress Edia told me everything. Sorceress Ultimisha comes from the future to possess the sorceress of present day, meaning she leaves her body in the future and sends only her consciousness here. Does that sound familiar to all of you? It's like when Alone sent her consciousness back to the past. You're a smart one! My first guess was that someone in the future with an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back here to our time. But no, that is not the answer. So how does the sorceress come back to this time? You want to hear how? Yes. Yeah. I kept this a secret to surprise you. It is because of me, Odine! I researched Alone's power long ago. I made out a pattern from the electric current running through Alone's brain. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanize. It may only be a toy right now, but in the time of Ultimisha, it is an impressive working machine. So all we have to do is take out Odine then. Which means there is a machine which imitates Alone's power. It is I who made the first model of that machine. I named the machine Junction Machine Alone. It is a wonderful thing to know that my invention will be used in the future. Junction Machine Alone. That's about it. So Sorceress Ultimisha came to know about Alone from that machine. And Ellie became Ultimisha's target. You can't blame Odine. It's useless. You want to go outside? You want some fisticuffs? Okay, we can continue the story. Let's see. There is only one way to defeat Ultimisha. You must kill her in the future. There's nothing we can do unless we go to the future. There's no way to jump to the future under normal circumstances. But there is still a way. It is because Sorceress Ultimecia plans to compress time. Compressing time with magic. What good will it do for the sorceress to compress time? There may be many reasons, but it doesn't matter. Let's just figure out what Ultimecia is up to. This is horribly hard to talk like. In order for Ultimecia to exist in this time, she must take over the body of a sorceress from the present. But the machine must have a limit. Ultimecia probably needs to go back further in time to achieve time compression. Only Alone can take her back further in the past. That is why she is desperately seeking her. We must take advantage of Alone's power. There are two sorceresses in our time. Sorceress Renoa and Sorceress Adele. Of the two, Adele has not awakened yet. Once regeneration is completed, neither Laguna nor I will be safe. Sorceress Adele is probably in the process of awakening inside Lunatic Pandora. Ultimecia will want to possess Adele if Adele wakes up. That will be a horrible event. Adele is a horrible sorceress. If Adele's consciousness wins over Ultimecia, Adele will destroy this era. So we must use Sorceress Renoa to inherit Ultimecia's powers. That's all for the mission briefing. First, go to Lunatic Pandora. Alone's probably being held captive inside, so rescue her first. Then kill Sorceress Adele before the awakening process is completed. Now, we're left with Renoa as the only sorceress of this era. Then wait for Ultimecia to possess Renoa. When Ultimecia arrives, it's Alone's turn. Alone will send Renoa back to the past with Ultimecia. Alone will have to send Renoa and Ultimecia inside another sorceress she knows in the past. Idia or Adele, that's up to Alone. Once Ultimecia is in the past, she'll use the time compression magic. We'll see some influence here. I don't know what kind of influence, but once Alone feels it, she'll cut Renoa and Ultimecia off from the past. Renoa will come back to this world. Ultimecia also goes back to her own world. What would be left is the time-compressed world. Past, present, and future will all get mixed together. You will keep moving forward through the time compression towards the future. Once you're out of the time compression, that will be Ultimecia's world. It's all up to you after that. So, you're briefed about the mission? I don't really understand it either. Will you do it? I have questions. Never mind, I don't have questions. Will you do it? Yes. All right. Let's go. We'll get aboard the Ragnarok. Let's do the final briefing in there. I always wanted to ride that thing. Plus, the name sounds so cool. Ward's got a full-on beard now. All right. Everyone. From here, we go straight to our final target, Ultimecia. Let's go over the plan again. First, enter Lunatic Pandora and rescue Alone. Next, you fight Sorceress Adele. It'll be a surprise attack. Show no mercy. Now, here comes the tricky part. Adele will need to bypass on her powers before being defeated. Renoa, will you be willing to accept them? Yes. Good. Next, we wait for Sorceress Ultimecia to possess Renoa. This will be hard on you, Renoa, but will you do it? Yes. That's the spirit. Then, Alone sends Renoa and Ultimecia to the past. Alone brings back Renoa. Then head to the future through compressed time. Ultimecia lives far in the future where none of us can technically exist. There's only one way to make yourself exist in a world like that. As friends, don't forget one another. As friends, believe in one another. Believe in your friend's existence, and they'll also believe in yours. To be friends, to like one another, and to love one another. You can't do these things alone. You need somebody. Right, guys? What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all your friends. Once time compression begins, think of that place and try to get there. That place will welcome you. You'll be able to get there no matter what period you're in. You need love and friendship for this mission and the courage to believe it. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. I'm counting on you guys. Love and friendship and all that sounds corny, but everyone seems up for it. You think it'll succeed? We'll try. He's a little nervous. He's just a little nervous. He's a little nervous guy. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight, folks. That's going to be a good stopping point. Let everybody noodle on that for a little while. That's obviously a lot of plot. So we'll noodle on that for a little bit, and then we'll come back to this on Saturday, or on Sunday, rather. Next Sunday, we'll come back to it for a full 4-hour stream, heading off to Lunatic Pandora. I will do some of this stuff offline, so that way y'all don't have to watch me go through the grind of this, because there is going to be a little bit of grinding that we have to get done. And when we come back, we'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to finish up the game, and it should be a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.